I wanted to talk about executive function. So as we're approaching the new year, 2026, there's a lot of old habits that we're carrying that no longer serves us. And these old habits and routines and behaviors that we live by or live with are outdated. They're mostly just accumulations of thought patterns and behaviors that we've learned through repetitions, and that no longer serves us because life is always changing and you change with life. Like, you're constantly growing and developing, and if you're following the same old patterns and thoughts and behaviors, then you're just stuck in your ways without any development or improvement. So you're actually stopping yourself from growth. Now, we have a system in our brain which is called the executive function, and within that executive functions there's two other systems. One is the supervisory attentional system, which is like the CEO of your brain. It is the intelligence that you need to be able to carry out a task or to make any changes or to move forward towards your goal. And then you have your contention scheduling. So this is your habitual system where everything that you're doing is part of a pattern that you've repeatedly have performed or have been doing for however long that you've been doing it for, and now it's just stuck with you. So what you need to do is you need to use your supervisory attentional system, which is your brain's CEO, to question your thoughts, your patterns, and your ways of behaving or your behaviors, to be able to align them with your goal. So you could have a goal but still follow the same old rules and patterns that you've been following for the last few months or years, and you're basically slowing your growth towards that goal. So what you need to do is you need to be able to sit down with yourself, and even if you have to write it down, which is very effective if you do, write down what your goals are and how your behaviors, your thought patterns, and your habits align to that goal. You know, is what you're doing slowing you down or actually helping you towards reaching your goal? So what most of us do is we live on routine. We go to work, or let's just start for the morning. We wake up, go to the bathroom, have a shower, have our breakfast, and then go to work. If we're in a type of job where we're following the same routine day in, day out, then you're not really using much of your supervisory attentional system, your brain CEO, because everything's done on routine. And then you go back home, play game, watch a movie or whatever that you do, and go back to sleep, and you wake up the next day, follow the same routine, same pattern, the same behavior. Now, if you have a goal, if your goal is to just survive, then yes, go ahead and do that. But there isn't much growth in just surviving. If you want to grow, you need to be able to use your supervisory attentional system to set yourself a higher goal, a goal that is worthy enough for you to chase, of course. You don't want to have any goal. So use your supervisory attentional systems to create that goal, and then use your supervisory attentional system to align everything about you with that goal. Now, you're going to have to make a lot of changes if you've been stuck in your ways for a very long time. And bear in mind that if you have been stuck in your ways for a very long time, then you're going to have a very hard time waking up that supervisory attentional system, because it's been sleeping. You haven't used it. The moment you make an effort in doing something different, you're annoyed, you just give up, or you make excuses. It's not you that's making excuses, it's the side of you that wants to keep your supervisory attentional system asleep, because it doesn't want to make any efforts. It's comfortable. You're in your comfort zone. So what you have to do is you have to struggle with it. You have to really struggle with it until you build a habit with the new behavior, thought patterns, and whatever it is that you have to do to align yourself with that goal. Now, I hope that helped. If you want me to go through the the cognitive or the neuroscientific aspects of this, then let me know. I'll be happy to go through it with you. Yeah, have a great day, have a great New Year's, and enjoy.